Most Canadians heading into retirement are focused on one question: have I saved enough? But the real question, the one that keeps people up at night, is will it last? Because here's what most people don't realize. The biggest financial risk in retirement isn't the stock market. It's not inflation. It's not even taxes. It's longevity, living longer than you plan for. And it's a growing reality. Canadians are living well into their 80s and 90s, and that's a good thing. But if your money isn't structured to last just as long, you could run out of savings when you need them most. The scary part, it doesn't happen all at once. It happens slowly, through small withdrawal mistakes, poorly timed tax hits, market downturns without a buffer, or sending patterns that seem fine in your 60s but don't hold up in your 80s. The good news? Longevity risk can be managed, but not with guesswork. It takes a coordinated plan, one that's built to last as long as you do. Hi, I'm David Drummond, founding partner at DLD Financial Group. We help Canadians simplify retirement, reduce taxes, and build reliable income strategies, especially for those who want peace of mind that their money will last no matter how long they live. In this video, I'm going to walk you through what longevity risks really look like, why traditional retirement advice often falls short, what you can do today to stretch your savings, reduce uncertainty, and create a plan that actually works for the long haul. If you're in your 50s or 60s and want your money to last throughout your 80s and 90s, this video is for you. And if you find this helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps more Canadians access advice that's clear, practical, and built for real life. So let's dive in. Part 1. What is longevity risk and why it's growing? When we talk about retirement planning, most people focus on how much they need to save. But there's a second equally important question. How long does that money need to last? That's what longevity risk is all about. Longevity risk is the risk of outliving your money, of living so long that your retirement income strategy breaks down before you do. And it's not some distant possibility, it's happening now. Canadians are living longer than ever. The average life expectancy in Canada today is over 84 for women and 81 for men. But many people will live well into their 90s and even past 100. 1 in 3 65-year-olds will live past 90. That means a retirement of 30 plus years is no longer rare. It's becoming the norm. And while living longer is a blessing, it also means your retirement income plan needs to go the distance. Why this risk is so often overlooked? Here's the problem. Most retirement calculators and even many financial plans assume you'll live to age 85 or 90 and then stop the analysis there. But what if you live to 95? What if your spouse lives longer than you and needs income for another 10 years? What if you face a long-term care expense in your late 80s? Without a flexible forward-thinking plan, you could be spending too much too soon and not realize it until it's too late to correct course. The real cost of longevity isn't just time, it's uncertainty. The longer you live, the more you're exposed to inflation, gradually increasing your cost of living. Market volatility, one bad year in your 70s or 80s could take a big bite out of your nest egg. Rising healthcare needs, more prescriptions, more support, potentially private care. Tax drag from forced RIF withdrawals and clawbacks. If not planned properly, that's why longevity isn't just about living longer, it's about the compounding effects of small risks over time. But here's the good news, you can plan for this. And when you do it right, longevity risk becomes less of a fear and more of a challenge you're already equipped to handle. Number 1, start with a sustainable withdrawal rate. One of the most common mistakes in retirement is simply taking out too much too early. Most Canadians default to withdrawing 4% per year, but that rule doesn't work for everyone. If you retire early, your plan may need to last 35 plus years. If you're heavily invested in equities, market volatility could amplify losses in early retirement. Instead of using a rule of thumb, we could build customized income plans that adjust based on your age, your tax brackets, your income sources, RSPs, TFSAs, pensions, corporate income, and your personal goals. It's not just about withdrawing less, it's about withdrawing smarter. Number 2, delay CPP and OAS if you can. If a year you delay CPP after age 60, your benefit increases by 0.6% per month, up to 42% by the time you're 70. For OAS, delaying from age 65 to 70 increases your benefit by 36%. These government benefits are guaranteed, inflation protected, and paid for life, no matter how long you live. If you can cover your early retirement years with RSP withdrawals or corporate dividends, delaying CPP and OAS can give you larger, more stable income later, when market risks and longevity risks are the highest. Number 3, use TFSAs to reduce tax and clawbacks. Your TFSA TFSA is one of the most powerful tools in your retirement plan. Withdrawals are completely tax-free, don't affect income-tested benefits like OAS, and give you flexibility in low return or high tax years. We often recommend drawing from RSPs early, especially in your 60s, to reduce your long-term tax bill, while using TFSAs to smooth income and manage clawback thresholds. Number 4, build an income floor. With fixed sources, longevity risks increase the longer your income depends on the market. That's why we help clients establish an income floor, a minimum amount of income you can count on, no matter what the market does. This might include CPP and OAS, defined benefit pensions, annuities in certain cases, or permanent life insurance with a cash value component. When you have a reliable income floor, your portfolio doesn't need to do all the heavy lifting, which reduces both stress and sequence of risk returns. Number 5, structure your portfolio for growth and stability. If you want your money to last 25 to 35 years, it has to grow, but it also has to be protected. That's why we focus on retirement-ready portfolios, designed to balance income needs with long-term growth. That often means diversifying across asset classes, using buckets or tranches to segment long-term and short-term needs, keeping 1 to 3 years of income in stable assets so you're not forced to sell during a downturn. Part 2, common mistakes that often shorten portfolio lifespan. Even with a strong retirement plan, there are a few key mistakes that can quietly erode your savings over time. Let's walk through the most common ones and how to avoid them. Withdrawing in the wrong order. One of the biggest mistakes we see is drawing heavily from RSPs early on without thinking about tax brackets, or deferring withdrawals entirely until age 72 when the government forces you to start your RIF. Both approaches can backfire. Withdrawing too early and you may pay unnecessary tax. Wait too long and you face massive RIF withdrawals that push you into higher tax brackets and trigger OAS clawbacks. The better path? Use a coordinated withdrawal strategy that blends RSP, TFSA, non-registered, and if applicable, corporate income in a way that smooths your taxable income over time. Number 2, assuming the market will save you. If you rely upon investment income growth to make your plan work without accounting for market risk, you're exposed, especially in the early years of retirement. Poorly timed market drop combined with regular withdrawals can do long-term damage. It's called sequence of returns risk. The solution? Keep 1 to 3 years of income in conservative assets. Be flexible withdrawals when markets are down. Don't put yourself in a position where you have to sell at a loss. A retirement plan should never depend on a bull market to succeed. Number 3, not accounting for inflation. Even at just 2 to 3% per year, inflation silently increases your cost of living over time. That $70,000 retirement budget you're using today, in 20 years, you'll need closer to $100,000 to maintain the same lifestyle. If your plan does not account for rising costs, especially healthcare, housing, and essentials, your spending will outpace your growth. A smart plan grows with you and keeps your lifestyle intact well into your 80s and 90s. Number 4, focusing only on what you have, not how you use it. You can have $1 million in savings and still run out of money if you don't use it wisely. And then you can have $600,000 with a smart withdrawal plan, tax-efficient income, and a coordinated strategy and never run out. The difference is structure. It's not just about the size of your nest egg, it's about how well it's designed to support the life you want for as long as you need it. The biggest risk isn't that you didn't save enough, it's that your plan isn't built to last. And the good news is that's all fixable if you catch it early and structure things intentionally. Part 4, longevity confidence. How to retire without fear. You can't control how long you live, but you can control how long your money lasts. Longevity risk doesn't have to mean fear, it just means planning. A smart income strategy gives you freedom, confidence, and peace of mind. So if you're in your 50s or 60s and you've built up 500K, $1 million or more, but you're not sure how to make it last, now's the time to get clear. Book a free retirement strategy call with our team and we'll show you how to reduce tax over time, optimize your income, and build a plan that lasts, even if you live to age 95 or beyond. Click on the link below to get started. And if this video helped, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps more Canadians retire well and stay retired for the long haul. See you next time. Take care.